I'm curious, like what, like, the common definition of trust is kind of someone being trustworthy. And then there's the other definition of trust where it's just like quality you can experience. And we try to link them, like experiencing trust in a situation that's trustworthy. And, and I've been playing around over the last few years with trust, for its own sake, kind of, when there's not a reason to trust. I was on the way to get my sister's car fixed at the dealership. And you can go to your local mechanic and you can think you trust him and drop off your car. But when you go to the dealership, it feels like you're always going to get overcharged and possibly screwed. And so I was trying to figure out how not to get screwed at the dealership. And then halfway over the mountain, I lived on an island, so I was going over the mountain to the dealership. Halfway over the mountain, I was like, I don't care if I get screwed. Like I'm screwing myself by worrying about it. And I'd rather just trust that it'll all be okay. And if I get screwed, like there's nothing I can do about that kind of. And so I just kind of chose trust, even though there was no way to know if the situation I was going to be in was going to be trustworthy. So you can say anything more about that. That would be nice.
And what was the end result?
Well, I have no idea if I got screwed or not because there's no way to know. I'm not a mechanic. But I felt a lot happier and more relaxed and
excellent.
Happy and trusting and whatever else. Open, undefended. That was nice. It was a good choice. So I'm wondering, like, what is that then? Like, what is the quality of trust on its own, unassociated with circumstance or something?
Yes.
What is it? Yeah.
Excellent. So we love the story that you shared, and we love that the end result was that you felt better, that you felt more relaxed, and you weren't fighting yourself around it. And so we want to talk about this distinction between trust and somebody or something being trustworthy. Because someone or something being trustworthy is implicitly filled with the frequency of not trusting. Because that means that so trust happens inside. Trust is your connection to source. You being in a state of trust is you trusting life, you trusting that just as you so beautifully explained, you let go of, are they going to be trustworthy? Am I going to get screwed over? And you just allowed yourself to enter into the situation in a place of trusting that whatever unfolded was the perfect unfolding. And so it wasn't about them being trustworthy or not. It was about you trusting. And so someone or something being trustworthy is incredibly disempowering. You're handing your power over to them. Well, can I trust them? Do I know? Can I trust this? Is it trustworthy? So do you feel that distinction? Is it trustworthy? Is coming from a place of not trusting versus trusting. When you trust, the concept of trustworthiness, of something outside of you being trustworthy or not, completely falls away because it doesn't exist when you're living in trust. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally makes sense. And then it comes up, like I was in a situation where there was no way I could know if the person was trustworthy. So, which is why I kind of surrendered, and if there was a way of kind of when it feels like there's a way I can tell if the situation is trustworthy, then like my discernment kicks in or whatever. But there was no way to know. And it's kind of like that with life. Like there's no way to know how your life's going to turn out or what's going to happen. And in the end, everybody dies, you know? So like, what does it mean to trust life? You know, like.
Excellent. Yes. So just breathe here as we're talking to you. Because we know we're having a head conversation, but we want to bring it into your body as a heart conversation because we want you to get it at an internal level. So just breathing.
Yeah, and I can even, like, I have a memory in my head of the experience of trusting from my heart, you know, like, but now that I'm in my head, like, you know, like, why did I have that experience? But anyway, go ahead.
So trust and control are all wrapped up together. Keep breathing here. Just breathing down into your heart. So we want you to just breathe into.
And maybe there's a better word, you know, like maybe we've messed up the word trust with the idea of trustworthy, and there's a different word that you might want to use. Yeah, go ahead.
So we're going to go with trust, and we had the trustworthy conversation. So that concept is now gone, the trustworthy piece, because we want to take you into trust.
Okay.
Because that's what really matters here. So just closing your eyes and breathing here. Dropping down out of your head and just breathing into your heart. We want you to just begin opening up into that place of connection. Trusting your inner guidance. Trusting your inner guidance. Trusting your connection to Source, to God, to the universe. Just breathing into the place of trusting that you're connected to your higher self. There is something so much bigger than you, the extension of you, the bigger part of your soul. That's really what's at the helm of the ship, is this higher source energy part of you, the broader part of you. So we want you to really breathe here into your body, into your heart, and start relaxing into you're not alone. You're not alone. You're safe, and you're connected to that higher part of you that is continually there for you, that's continually guiding you. So just breathing here, softening, relaxing into this space of, it's not some scary thing out there. It's not all that's really unfolding is you tuning into you tuning into the unconditional love, the bigger part of you that's continually guiding you. So it's not about trusting outside of you, whether situations are trustworthy or not. It's about you being able to soften and relax and trust that the bigger part of you is always there with you. It's always there for you. It's always guiding you. The bigger, broader part of me that sees the bigger picture, that sees where I'm going, that knows what I'm wanting to create is always here with me. It's always here with me. It's always here in my heart. It's always here in my heart. When I get in my head and I try to control and I try to question, are they trustworthy? Are they not? I'm in my head and I'm not allowing myself to drop into my heart, connecting in to the broader part of me that's here guiding, that's here nudging, that's here keeping me safe. So keep breathing here into that space of what's guiding you is the benevolent, loving, bigger, broader, unconditional, divine love part of you that wants you to feel good, that wants you to experience joy, that wants you to be free of pain. This bigger part of you wants your body to be healthy and happy, dear one. It wants you to let go of control. It wants you to be able to relax into this body. It wants you to be able to allow your body to heal. It wants you to enjoy life. It wants you to have beautiful circumstances that happen for you. So just breathing here into this much deeper place of trust, because again, it's not outside of you. It's the broader part of you that's you, that you can't disconnect from. It's always plugged into you. You can block it, but you can't disconnect from it. You can't disconnect from your soul, from that source energy part of you. So just breathing here into the place of trusting that this connection is eternal. This connection is so alive. This connection is never ending. Your bigger, broader source energy love part of you, keep breathing here, is always guiding you. It's always guiding you, just as you've been experiencing more of your intuition with the foods that you've been eating. The broader part of you that knows the health that you want to feel, the abundance that you want to feel, is always guiding you. So now breathing here into this place of the bigger understanding of what trust is. It's all an inside job. It's you trusting that you're being guided. So now, as you go forth from this place of trust, and there's a person or a situation where in your head you wonder, are they trustworthy? We want you to get that that's not really the approach. We want you to keep breathing here into your heart. And so we want you to anchor into this bigger feeling of, it's okay to trust being alive. It's okay to trust this guidance that's coming through me. So no matter what happens, no matter where I go, I'm tuning into that bigger frequency of trusting that I'm being taken care of, trusting that I'm being guided. So in any situation that I walk into, if I'm holding a dominant frequency of trust, I'm going to be drawing people to me who are a match to that frequency, that are inherently going to be trustworthy, because they're a match. And so that's a funny word, but what we mean is, if you are emanating a powerful frequency of trusting that you're okay, trusting that everything's safe, trusting that good things are happening to you, then people are going to show up with good things happening for you. People who are loving, people who are well-intentioned, car dealerships who say, hey, we see that there's this coupon on file here. I'm just going to throw it in for you. I'm just going to give you a good deal. And you don't even ask for it. But because you hold such a dominant frequency of trusting that you're always taken care of, that everything's always working out for you, that the universe is guiding you, the people that are showing up for you are just going to be people who show you and reflect you love, who reflect to you safety, who reflect to you prosperity, who reflect to you self-love, who reflect to you, you're taken care of, Here, let me do this extra thing. Yeah, we were working on your car and this thing was broken, so we just fixed it. No charge. It's a completely different life experience than when you go into each life experience going, can I trust this? Are they trustworthy? Can I trust the situation? Can I trust that thing outside of me? Can I trust it? Do you feel the difference between that? Then you're going to get the people that are going to reflect that to you. Life isn't trustworthy. We're going to screw you over. We're going to overcharge you. So those scenarios come to people who are not allowing themselves to feel how loved and supported they are in this benevolent universe.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Powerful. We very much appreciate you asking the question, because it's such the key to the fabric of everything. When you really allow your nervous system to relax, when you really allow yourself to get that you are connected to love. You are connected to love 24/7, 24/7, 24/7. You are connected to unconditional divine love. When you really allow yourself to get that it's love that's flowing through you, that it's love that's guiding you. It's love that's guiding you. It's the broader part of who you are that's guiding you. When you really allow your nervous system to relax into it, when you really allow your heart to feel that, when you allow yourself to melt into that, there's just so much deliciousness and beauty that begins serving you from all directions, that begins supporting you from all directions. When you're tapped into love, then it's love that shows up for you. It's kindness that shows up for you. It's good news that shows up for you. It's less pain that shows up for you. It's more ease in your body. It's the foods that you're eating just it gets easier and easier to just intuitively know what foods of love are meant to go in your body. They are going to be the most resonant match to your body's healing. It's like your body is going to be intuitively guiding you to eat the foods that are most nourishing and nurturing for expediting the healing process.
Nice.
Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.